Welcome to another episode of the e-commerce coffee break. Today I have with me Dan Kleinman from a website that deals with influencer marketing. Dan is an e-commerce entrepreneur with over 10 years of experience in online marketing and sales. And after selling his first e-commerce business, Dan realized that brands need to make sure that they have active brand ambassadors who are making videos about their products on social media. So that's when he decided to start Be Ambassadors, a service that helps e-commerce brands to get more user-generated content and authentic videos by YouTubers, TikTokers, and Instagrammers. Hi, Dan. How are you today?
Hi, Klaus. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
So tell me a bit about yourself, about your background. Obviously, with the introduction, there was a little bit, but maybe give me a bit of a in-depth background where you're coming from.
Yeah, so my name is Dan Kleinman. I live in Tel Aviv, Israel. I'm 34 years old, and I've been doing online marketing for about 10 years, just over 10 years, focusing on e-commerce in the past 5 or so. And, kind of a little bit of a background about myself and my relationship with e-commerce. I started as a classic drop shipper. I found a product on AliExpress. I built a website, started some Facebook ads, and tried a couple of products until something really hit. And eventually it did hit, and that was around the early part of 2017, where I founded the brand called StoneStream. It was a showerhead brand, and later on was a shower appliances brand. And fast forward 4 years after I started the brand, me and my partners, we sold the brand. We sold it to a British company, kind of an e-commerce exit, so to speak. And it was after having 200,000 customers, trademarks registered in the US and the UK, Amazon stores in the US and the UK, kind of a really big social proof and social buzz going up. And that was literally thanks to user-generated content. So just to sum it up, and what I'm doing today with Ambassadors, which is short for brand ambassadors. In the first part of doing e-commerce, like the first year or year and a half, I would say, we were focused mostly on classic commercials, studio commercials, stuff that you send for production for thousands, if not more, of dollars. And later on, when we suffered from ad fatigue, we kind of discovered and had an epiphany of using user-generated content to boost our conversions on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube, and just other social proof. And that has led us to start brand ambassador programs for our brands. And later on, after we sold the business, what we're doing today is we start brand ambassador programs for e-commerce brands, which essentially means that small, medium e-commerce businesses can services to use user-generated content to boost their products on YouTube, TikTok, other social media, and get real people to just give them authentic reviews of their products.
Okay, no, sounds great. I mean, obviously building up trust on a website is very important. That's something that I always tell my clients, and a lot of people hold back or they don't see really the value on doing that. And I think working with ambassadors, brand ambassadors is a very good way to do so. Now, how do you differentiate a brand ambassador to a customer who sends you a review or a testimonial after they have bought something from your store?
Yeah, so to be honest, these two types of creators are fairly similar. If I go back kind of a couple of years ago, you have your classic huge influencer, Kim Kardashian, David Beckham, that's the top of the top. And then you go down to those regular influencers and micro influencers, which would charge regular brands for $400, $500, up to $1,000 per video or per post. And then I think that today brand ambassadors, as we see it, are like nano influencers, not even. So these would be in the range of 1,000, 5,000 subscribers. Basically, some of those would naturally be customers of certain e-commerce brands. So looking into my experience, this has actually led us to understand what the importance is of user-generated content. In the beginning, we wanted to get reviews for our shower heads for the Stone Stream brand back at the time. And it started by me reviewing a shower head. It was like our product, and then a regular shower head that you'd buy in a regular home store or home department store. And I was comparing the shower heads and just like talking like a natural person, like a regular person, very homemade type of video. And that video was later on used as a Facebook ad, and it had results that we couldn't imagine how good they were. We couldn't anticipate how good they would be. I'm talking like $10 CPA rates. So I think that later on, we were talking about how we can scale this. And what we did is send emails to all our favorite customers, people who have shared positive reviews about our products. And we told them, listen, if you want to get a free shower head, would you mind reviewing it and posting it on your social media? And we got great response. Like hundreds of people said, yeah, sure, send over the shower head. And that's what we did. And then to scale it up, we started a brand ambassador program and started inviting YouTubers, later on TikTokers, which actually had better performance over the course of 2.5 years. And that led us till this day until we sold the business.
Okay, yeah. I think having a authentic review video or authentic, easy, non-high production value video coming from a customer builds more trust than having a marketing agency to produce a video for you for tens of thousands of dollars, where everyone knows that is commercially produced. And I think the big advantage, and you see that also on YouTube, I mean, this kind of unpacking videos, I mean, if you see how many views they have, and somebody just taking a new product from delivery and going through the steps of unpacking it and what you would do when you get a delivery. I think they have huge success with that. So now what's your process in finding a brand ambassador for a brand?
So that's a very interesting process, kind of perfected over the course of running the business. The business is new about 3 months, but we've been doing it for our own brands for about 2.5 years. So basically, every client of ours can complete a creative brief. So you have a health and wellness or a beauty product. You complete the brief starting from the basic questions of what the name of your store is, what the URL is, and your audience demographic, what creators should not say, and then the creator hunting team, what they do, they go on YouTube and TikTok and start finding channels that are relevant, and we DM them. We use YouTube ads, we use Facebook ads to target those creators and just invite them later on by email, and they just join the brand ambassador program. And that we did was kind of different, actually. This is not a service that we're giving right now, but this is actually a great tip for those of you who are looking on to getting onto TikTok. So back in 2019, we started talking to TikTok and seeing how can we benefit from this user increasing platform. And there's this thing that's called the TikTok Creator Marketplace. Some of you may know it. If you don't, just Google TikTok Creator Marketplace. And what we did is we published a campaign. It's called a campaign that invites creators to do collaborations with you. And what we did is we found this guy. It's the middle of 2020. Is this actor in Hollywood? There's no jobs due to the pandemic. And he's got some free time, and we reached out and we said, listen, would you mind being our presenter on our TikTok page? It's got 0 followers, 0 videos, everything's like brand new. Here's the username and password. We'll send you all their stuff. Knock yourself out. Use your creative freedom to be as cool as possible and as engaging as possible. And he created about 8 videos for us. And you would not imagine how incredibly cheap it was. It was hundreds of dollars to get those 8 videos, not a lot of money. And I can share that till this day, after even selling the brand, that actor's videos are still used as the top Facebook ads for the brand, which is amazing. The ROI on having a real TikToker create videos for your brand is absolutely dramatic.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. I think the guy regrets that he was so cheap by seeing the results that
Yeah, yeah,
he achieved for you guys.
100%. He should have gotten some equity.
Not so late for him. So now obviously TikTok targets a younger crowd. When it comes to brand ambassadors, obviously I think it will work for every age group. But how do you deal with that? How, if you have a brand that is dealing with, like, say 50 plus or 60 plus customers, how do you deal with different sections in the market when it comes to age?
Yeah, definitely. TikTok is more for the younger audience, and by young, I think that 40% of the audience is 25 and up, which is, you know, kind of okay. But if we're talking about really the 50 plus year olds, YouTube is the place to go, in my opinion. We reach out to YouTubers as well. We talk to people who have lifestyle blogs, mother blogs, or home decor blogs, depending on the product. And definitely, it's a good platform. And I think that especially 2020 was a year that skyrocketed in terms of the volume of new channels and new creators out there. And at the same time, new stores and new e-commerce entrepreneurs started their businesses. There's a big match in connecting those two dots between YouTubers, TikTokers, and other social media creators to those e-commerce brands. So definitely there's one, especially the younger audience, but also the 50 plus year olds and even older than that.
Okay. Now, when it comes to the targeting of their audience, the stores that I work with and the brands that I work with, the first exercise we do is really looking into their perfect audience or their perfect or ideal customer avatar. And most of them don't have it right. They are just far too broad. Just they come up and say, yeah, it's female 24 to 34 interested in yoga, and that's what they target. Now, it does not really go deep enough to really find out who's a customer. How do you make sure when you work with brands that your ambassadors or the ambassadors that you're looking for will match the brand? Do you do your own research, or do you just completely rely on what the customer tells you?
So I think it's a combination of both. So in the questionnaire, onboarding questionnaire, we ask our clients to complete all the information they can provide that would be beneficial for hunting the right creators. In our experience, when looking for creators, you may want to be broad, especially because sometimes you can discover new niches. So I would say that when working with brand ambassadors, especially our type of brand ambassador, which are nano small creators, the ones who are actually doing it for free, you just have to ship them the product and they'd review it. So I think going very broad, going kind of to the mass, and having lots of content as opposed to like one creator who's super targeted is actually better. If you just send out 10, 20, 30 even products, get dozens of reviews out there on YouTube and share it on your social media, it creates such brand trust. And you know, if someone relates to it, then it's just it's already ROI positive if you found that one. It's usually recommended for products who are under 100, maybe $150. I wouldn't go like to the very expensive ones in that price tag of 1,000 or something like that. But definitely for those makeup, gadgets, cooking, all those niche that have products of the $100 and under price tag, it's perfect.
Okay. You said micro influencers, nano influencers, and I think they work much better than going for a broad, as you said in the beginning, somebody who has like 1 million followers. You probably will not find the right customers in this huge pool of followers they have. Now, once they have created the content, either as a YouTube video or TikTok or Instagram or whatsoever, what would be your recommendation on how to use that content, this testimonial, within the marketing strategy? So where should it be put and how often should it be reused? What's your take on that?
Yeah, so actually, when using TikTok content as opposed to YouTube content, I think it's a lot better. So If you can, find TikTokers to review your brand, because they make 20-second videos. They don't make 8-minute long reviews and unboxing, which nobody really has time for. And this is how we used it, and this is how we recommend using it. First of all, we offer video editing services. We have a guy, he's amazing. We've worked with him in the past years, and he just makes magic out of just random content or just cool content on any platform. So basically what you do is you get the user generated content. First of all, put on subtitles. It's important because most videos go on mute. And then try it out on your retargeting campaigns. That's step one. And if you see good CTR, good kind of engagement, I really recommend trying it on your acquisition campaigns on Facebook, Instagram, even YouTube ads. And the caption should just say something like, "This is Steve or Linda," whatever the name is, and check out how they love our product. Maybe even use an emoji with the heart eyes. Give some really kind of authentic, check out this, someone who's just like you reviewing our product and enjoying it. You can try it out for yourself. And I think that can go a long way. And I'm seeing so many brands that we're working with using mostly user-generated content, like 99%, just another ad on Facebook that's giving them all the conversions on acquisition and retargeting, which is, it's amazing. So I think that expensive commercials are important, but they don't have to be your main marketing strategy.
So you're saying once the content is created, you use it for your retargeting ads, for your Facebook, for whatever ads you're running on which platform, whatever. And then obviously you put it on your store, on your website, and any other kind of marketing channel you use. Is that right?
Yeah, correct. So it can be used, first of all, as Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Snap ads, whatever. You can put it on your social media channels just as a post, just a sharing kind of social proof, on your website as testimonies. And especially when people see your product, let's say they're cold reach, they're on their discovery, kind of scrolling down Facebook, they see your brand name. And if they're interested, they go on YouTube and kind of search for your brand and then review. And if you're there, if there are recent reviews, that's huge for conversions. And especially if it's a good review that kind of really demonstrates your product, and people want to feel your product before buying it, it could be so beneficial for that last point when a customer really contemplates whether they should go ahead and make that purchase or kind of give up. So I think it's a conversion booster having your reviews out there on YouTube and on your social media channels.
Yeah, it's all about building trust, and obviously having somebody who has already bought and using a product in real life scenario helps a lot with that. Now, if somebody is interested in your service, what's the timeline? How long does it take between getting in touch with you and then basically getting the results?
Yeah, so if anyone's interested, our website is bambassadors.com, and we offer a 10% discount for anyone coming from the podcasts we're in or any webinar that we're in. So feel free to reach out. And about the timeline, from the moment you reach out to us and we start working, it takes up to 1 week to start inviting content creators to join the brand ambassador program that we build for the brands. And then from the moment that a creator receives a product, it's 1 week to 3 weeks approximately until they publish a video on their channels. Then you can use it and edit it and use it on your social media.
Okay, that's a fairly quick process. And can you reuse brand ambassadors, or once they have done it once, they're sort of burnt and you need a new one? How's that?
Yeah, that's a terrific question, because sometimes brand ambassadors just do a great job and they really like your brand. When we get to register as brand ambassadors, they're 100% owned by the brand. They can reach out to them anytime they want, send them gifts and freebies and whatnot, just to enjoy and to review later on their channels. And they're dedicated. And if they like your products, they'd like to do some more reviews later on.
Okay, now sounds great. Cool. Coffee break almost coming to the end. There's not much left in my cup here. So you already mentioned your website is beambassadors@beambassadors.com. I will put that in the show notes, obviously. Where else can people reach you if they have questions?
Yeah, so they can reach out to me at dan@beambassadors.com. That's my email address. And on LinkedIn, you can look me up, Dan Kleinman, and you can reach out to me. I have all the contact details on the website, as well as my WhatsApp and phone. So feel free to book a call or send a message. I'll be there to answer all your questions.
Excellent. Thanks for giving us a good insight in user-generated content. I think there's a lot of good content in there, and I would strongly recommend everyone to use that in their normal marketing strategy, because it's very, very powerful. So thanks a lot, Dan.
Thank you, Klaus. Great being on the show.
Thanks. Chat soon. Hey, Klaus here. Before you leave, I have a question for you. Are you a Shopify store owner and you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and not sure what to do next to grow your business? Do you struggle to convert traffic into sales and turn website visitors into buyers? Do you want to have direct access to a mentor who can assist you with your store, your strategy, offer, marketing, sales, and anything else you might need in your business? Then I would invite you to apply for my Get Conversions program, where I show you how to remove the guesswork out of growing your Shopify business and create clarity to optimize your business for maximal growth and profit. This is an application-only program. To apply, go to klauslauter.com to learn more. And finally, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. It's a huge help and allows me to reach more people with this channel. Thanks in advance, and until next time at the e-commerce coffee break.